Delighted to be able to announce today that England have confirmed that they are going to come and play cricket in Pakistan. They're coming for two T20s, two T20 internationals on the 14th and the 15th of October to be played here in Karachi. It's a huge step forward for Pakistan cricket. Just to remind you, these conversations started right back when Tom Harrison, the chief executive of the England and Wales Cricket Board, came to Pakistan to have a visit, have a look at the security, and this was during last year. So this has been an ongoing discussion we've been having with the ECB over that long period of time. And today, खुश खबरी मैं सुना रहा हूँ आपको कि England की team आ रही है, and it's a huge step forward for Pakistan cricket. Let's not forget where Pakistan cricket has come from. It's in many dark days, exiled since 2009 from playing within Pakistan. So to get a full nation like England coming to play on the back of Sri Lanka, back of Bangladesh, back of international cricket coming back from 2015 through to Test cricket, which is the pinnacle of any country, starting last year. We are very delighted to be announcing now that the England and Wales Cricket Board have confirmed that they will be sending a full strength side to Pakistan, play the two T20 internationals before they then move on to the World Cup, as well as our players moving on to the World Cup. Look, we did everything we possibly could, working very closely with the ECB to see whether the January window could work. But there were a huge number of logistical issues that started to develop as the conversation was going on. One of the issues that the ECB had was that they were sending a squad of 22 players to Sri Lanka to play a test series in January. On top of that, up to 10 or 11 of their players were going to be involved in the Big Bash, which meant that the best the ECB could do was send a C team out to play in Pakistan. Considering that England haven't played in Pakistan for 16 years, it was critical that this was a high value series. And the way we could have it as a high value series was to have their very best players to come and playing in Pakistan. And we're delighted that we've waited, we've explored the window in January, it wasn't possible, but we are absolutely delighted with the outcome of England coming to play the two T20 internationals in October. Look, the early announcement of England touring in October 21 will have a huge impact. Just to remind you, after our team now visit New Zealand for 2 tests and 3 T20s, we are due to host South Africa for 2 test matches and 3 T20s in January and February. We then have the HBL PSL, where we'll have a large number of international players involved again. And then our next home series against New Zealand in September, October. We'll be finishing the white ball series against New Zealand before we then play the 2 T20 internationals against England. So it sets a real great precursor to South Africa coming, to New Zealand coming, and England showing their intent now is a huge step forward for Pakistan cricket. Look, it's, having relationships in any business, in any organization, in any walks of life is critical, because what that does, it builds trust and it builds confidence. These were the 2 things that have been lacking in terms of when people spoke about Pakistan cricket for a very, very long time. What we have tried to do, and do strongly, is start to build the confidence, build the trust in all the other cricket boards to say Pakistan is a safe and secure place to come and play your cricket. So this was something, the dialogue that we've continued to have, but we also must recognise the time, the effort, the encouragement that Christian Turner, the British High Commissioner based in Islamabad, has played in helping in terms of giving the ECB comfort and confidence about all the security provisions we have in Pakistan, about COVID reports. So, he's played a huge part, and a huge thank you to him, I'm sure, on behalf of the nation as well as the PCB, for the support and guidance that he's provided. They're very, very, very important that the star-studded international players that have taken part in playing in our HBL PSL have gone back with positive messages. A lot of the players were part of, there's at least 3 who've been part of the England World Cup winning squad, a number of other high-profile internationals who have been constantly involved in our HBL PSL, raising the profile, being here. The acid test for us was HBL PSL 5, where the whole of the tournament was going to be played in Pakistan. 5 weeks in Pakistan, traveling around. The big test for us was, were we going to break down the perceptions that a lot of these players had? What we had was the reality, and the reality is Pakistan is as safe as anywhere in the world to come and play cricket. Shane Watson also reiterated that point when he went back, having been involved last year. So having the vast number of international players involved also helps with the Federation of International Cricket Associations when they go back and report back to them, but also to go back to their own cricket boards. And I'm sure that the conversations that England players have had with the ECB, when the ECB have spoken to them, have only been positive. What we're doing is smashing perceptions and actually building the real reality of what Pakistan is really about. And it's about passion from the fans, it's about hospitality, and it's about cricket. And this is what this country thrives on, this is what it lives on, and this is what we give back to the world. And it's great that these players have been able to experience that. Yeah, look, we had a very short period of time before we could convince the MCC to come on a short tour to Pakistan. I was invited over to present to the World Cricket Committee. Shane Warne sits on that, Kumar Sangakkara, Mike Gatting chairs that group. You know, a whole array, Sean Pollock and various others are involved with the MCC Cricket Committee. I went and presented on the security situation in Pakistan, and it was very important that we accepted some of the things we could have been better at and could be better at, but also the things that we've done well and where we're going to improve. So providing that honest assessment, I think, gave them a level of trust and confidence that actually we were coming from the right place. We were being honest about our assessments about the security situation, and the message was loud and clear: was Pakistan was now safe to resume and to play cricket, for countries to come back, to players to come back. The MCC then decided to send a team. Quite symbolically, Kumar Sangakkara captained that team 10 years after the incident in 2009. So it was a hugely high-profile tour for us, full of for international players, but also first-class cricketers from England. And I remember speaking to them afterwards. They had no clue about the beauty of Pakistan cricket. They played at HSM College, they played here at the Gaddafi Stadium in front of 17,000 people when Lahore Qalandars played against the MCC. So their view, their understanding, their education about Pakistan was very, very different when they came back. And if we can do that, then we're doing our job. Look, there's a couple of things for the fans I think to be hugely excited about. One is that, as you saw from our domestic T20 tournament, and then followed up with a series against Zimbabwe in the T20s, is that we have an exciting young crop of cricketers coming through. With nurturing, with education, with support, all the things we're going to put in place for them to help them develop their game awareness, help them to develop the skills. We've brought the likes of Yunus Khan, we've brought the likes of Muhammad Yusuf, Sakleen Mushtaq, Waqar Yunus, Misbah. These are legends of the game that we've now incorporated back into the game because they can add value. They're going to give something back. The young players are going to learn from them. So from that point of view, it was a huge, huge step forward and something massive. For the fans also, as a second part of that, always remember that what we do as the Pakistan Cricket Board is to try and bring excitement and happiness to you as cricket fans. We're the only country in the world that announced a full domestic schedule so we could get cricket back on. We're live streaming, our social media has been better than it's ever been, so we can keep you as the fan updated in terms of everything that we're doing. So you can see background insights into players, updates in terms of matches, updates in terms of injuries. Everything that we can possibly do to inform you as a fan is what we want to do. Look, we know Pakistan cricket runs through your veins, whether you're living abroad or whether you're in Pakistan. For us, as the custodians of a game, our job is to make sure that we bring that to you with excitement, with enjoyment, and bring you the very, very best players. We will continue to invest in everything that we do within Pakistan cricket, and we will make sure through our new high performance programs that we've got set up that we can upskill the very best young players to make sure that they can excel at international level. We want more Babar Azams walking out there for Pakistan cricket, and inshallah we will do that in years to come.